A new horror book about a killer clown? I think that's the read for me. Let's get started. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm Zach with Zach's Books, and today I've got for you a reading vlog of a new book that came out, Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. This book has gotten some hype because it's a new horror book and it's got a clown, and those are just two things that I am obsessed with after reading It by Stephen King. I'm going to unbag it for you guys and show you the cover, and you're going to be amazed because this cover looks really cool. When I heard this was coming out a few months back, this is probably one of my most anticipated reads for the rest of 2020, and I don't think there's anything else I'm more excited about for the end of the year. And this cover is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to read this. So, I mean, let's get started. Alright, so I'm on page 116, and so far it's been pretty good. The first incident has happened, and so far I've liked the main character. Quinn is her name, and her dad move into this town. It's like a really old style town. She gets kicked out of class on her first day because she laughs at some people who are being rude to the teacher. And there's some fair that's going on. They get banned from it, but they all go anyway. And so something happens at the fair that goes on, and then at the town meeting the next day, something happens to the mayor, and that's where I just left off. So far, it's been pretty good, and we'll catch you guys in the next update. Alright, I'm on page 134. I'm going to try not to spoil anything for you guys. This is a new book that just came out recently, but one of the teenagers just had a not so good experience, and this whole clown thing is starting to get a little eerie. And I kind of like that. I like the eeriness behind Friendo. So, making some breakfast, reading about a clown. It's not much else you can want on a good old morning day. Alright guys, update. I'm on page 180 and they're at a party and it is ballistic right now. Friendo the clown is going nuts. He is on the loose. And Quinn's father Glenn, the previous chapter, was captured and put into some room with a bunch of old corn and rat feces and a bunch of other gross stuff. And he unburied himself and to test if his legs are still working to make sure he wasn't paralyzed, and he bumped into a body. He uncovered the body and it was the previous doctor before him. That is creepy stuff. And then a voice pretty much told him, listen to me and you won't die like the others tonight. I have a theory as to who Friendo is, who the clown is, and I think it's the teacher from the beginning. Let me find his name. Mr. Vern. I think the clown that's killing the people is Mr. Vern. He gave off some like creepy feels at the beginning, making it sound like he was unhinged, like he wasn't 100% there in the head. And I'm thinking that the killer clown is Mr. Vern. That is my guess. Mr. Vern's the killer clown. As to who took Glenn, Quinn's father, that I don't know, because I don't know if it's like a two-person operation, if it's just one person. But my theory and my guess on page 180 going forward is Mr. Vern, the science teacher, is the killer person in the Friendo outfit. I also think it might just be a one-man operation. Mr. Vern's also the one who captured Glenn's father. This is my theory. I don't know if it's going to be right, and we're going to find out when we finish the book. As of right now, this has been a very creepy book. It's been very eerie, and I've loved every second of it so far. So, we're going to continue, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Mr. Vern! Yeah! Alright, update. I'm on 217, and Quinn shot Friendo, who had trapped her and her friends in a barn and started burning it. And Friendo ended up getting shot by Quinn, and it was Mr. Vern. Woo! Theory right. However, there is still a lot of the book left, so it makes me think that there's more than just one Friendo out there trying to kill all these people. So, the other ones, I don't know who they would be, but I'm excited that I'm one for one. So, we'll keep on going, and we'll let you know what happens next. Alright, update. I'm on page 250, and there are more than one. So, my theory of Mr. Vern being one is true. However, there are multiples. One of them gets their hand blown off, and they say it's a woman's voice. So, I don't know who that could be. A lot of the people, when they had like a meeting earlier in the book, they like didn't like some of the people here. And they didn't like some of the kids that were, you know, in the group of people. So I'm starting to think maybe like the whole town is involved. Another theory, the town's involved. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. One of the kids, I'm not going to give out names because I'm not going to try and spoil anything, pretty much just sacrificed themselves and blew up the silo and killed, I don't know how many clowns. There's no confirmed number yet. They haven't said anything. But they found some dynamite in a silo, and the person who, you know, one of the people stayed behind while the others escaped, and the clowns were attacking the silo doors. They got in, but the kids all got out except for one, and that person pretty much set off the dynamite and killed, I've got no idea how many. So, I don't know how many are left, I don't know how many went, but it's getting close to the end, and I'm really anxious to see how this plays out. I'm thinking that it's the whole town is involved, because this clown is like their mascot, and I feel like this town like loves like everyone here, and so I'm thinking that it's gonna be a whole like the whole town is involved kind of thing. So that's my theory now. We'll see if that plans out. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright, update. I am on page 306. And my second theory was right. Most of the town is in on this. Right now, Cole, one of the guys, has been captured. And Quinn is escaping some backstabbing friends. And she's on her way to the factory that she saw earlier in the book, where there was a clown on there, and that's like the town mascot, like I said, and she believes that that is where everyone is at right now, and that's where they're taking Cole. Her dad is still captured. I think we're about to hear from him again, but he is also aware, because when he tried helping one of the clowns out, it ended up being the waitress from the restaurant. And she died. That was the one who got her hand blown off. I forgot what her name was. But she ended up dying, and Glenn, the father, was a doctor who's trying to help her but didn't understand anything, and then she's like, I hope your slut of a daughter dies with all of her friends in the cornfield. And it's like, whoa! Okay. So he's aware of what's going on. He's worried for his daughter, and she just got to a factory, and Cole is sitting in the back of a cop car where the police chief, I forget his name, is driving him to, I believe, to be the warehouse. And I think we're going to have an epic climactic like battle at the warehouse where Quinn's going to get there, Cole and the police officer are going to be there, Glenn's going to be there, and the rest of the town's going to be there, and like a whole bunch of crap's about to go down. And I'm pretty excited. I don't have much left. I'm under, I think I've only got like 40-50 pages left, so we'll be catching the end. I'm trying not to spoil anything, but it's hard, man. This book is so good. We'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, I finished it. I'm giving this a 4 star. It was a really good read. It was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. It was creepy. It was eerie. It was definitely not what I expected it to be about. I kind of more thought it was going to be like a supernatural kind of clown thing, but it ended up being just a horror book that was just really good, and I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. You know, like I said, 4 stars. The ending I didn't really see coming, and they had a little epilogue in here, and I thought that was pretty cool, and we'll see what happens. Otherwise, yeah, really good book. Highly recommend it. Alright guys, thank you for watching. I've been Zach with Zach's Books, and that was my read of Clown in a Cornfield by Adam Caesar. Really good book, 4 stars. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!